that in such a way that the rest of the week goes so well. But then the good news is this: even if today didn't go as planned, trust me, you have Tuesday to make amends, you have Wednesday to make another amends. So the fact that you wake up on a new day is a whole different day to make amends. So there's nothing so tied up to Monday. Monday is just the first day of business day, trust me, because the first day of the week is Sunday. So you have like a whole lot of days to make amends. So don't even put yourself under pressure of saying you have to do it all on Monday. You really don't have to do it all on Monday. Coming from me, take it. Anyways, guys, this is me welcoming you guys to Go to Life News, where I bring you updates concerning music, and that is across the country. We begin with the man of the moment, the man with grills, the man with name David, the man doing good for himself at the moment. Amazing guy talking about Davido. We saw your boy. Can you want it to be cool if I say it's your man or it's your guy? Yeah, I think it's your guy. It's better. It's your guy, Daki. It spells Darkiee. Hope you are doing fine. Hope you guys are doing good. The COBD is Monday, and then for some reasons, yeah, some persons put themselves under pressure. That's not true. That's like a very big lie. So the fact that if you can't finish it on Monday, there's a Tuesday, there's a Wednesday, there's a Thursday, and there's a Friday. So every day you wake up is a chance to make amends of the previous day. Hey guys, what's up? What's good? What's happening? Yes, it's your boy Daki. Or it's your man Daki, or it's your guy Daki. Spells Darkiee. Hope you guys are doing fine. It's COBD close of business day, and obviously for some persons they put so much pressure on themselves such that they feel Monday is the first day of the week, and then they believe that if Monday doesn't go as they planned, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday will not be a good follow up. But let me break it to you that that's a lie, very big lie. So if Monday doesn't go as you planned about it, trust me, you have a Tuesday, you can do better. If Tuesday doesn't go as planned, you have a Wednesday, you have a Thursday. Each day you wake up is a day to do better. Anyway, straight after we'll begin with our news. Anyways, I welcome you guys to Go to Life News, where I bring you updates concerning music, and that's across the country. We'll begin with Davido OBO. We saw where he dropped the project Timeless. Obviously, I'm sure by now you all should have been used to all of these. The project 17 track, all doing good at the moment. You saw where he came out to say, you know what, calling on all artists, when artists who want to perform and you want to share the stage with me, say fill in that link and trust me, you have a chance or you might privilege to be part of the lucky ones on that day. We saw where he came out to say, Lagos, we are 1 week out from our time together. You get your ticket yet, and links are under there. So if you want to get your ticket, Davido is saying you guys should get it because we're just 1 week away from the set date. We have 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, and then for the big boys, we have 3 million, 5 million, 7 million. Whichever one you want to go by, just make sure you're there. We saw on Boomplay, Davido has amassed about 90 million plays for Timeless Project, which is a big one for him. We saw Davido unavailable, surpassing 5 million streams on Spotify, and at the same time, it became the first African album to spend 15 consecutive days at number one on the UK Apple Music album chart. Big one to Davido on that one. We saw this large interview where Davido spilled like a lot, said how it was the first meet Malik Berry, how he did his first song Damn Duro. But then the catching point of this was when he said it was in school, and then his dad had to put him in the same lodge, in the same apartment as the VC. Trust me, money is good. Money is so good. He said that had to put him like the same lodge as the VC, such that and that's also to monitor him, yeah. So when the VC leaves in the morning, the VC knocks, checks his door to make sure the video is okay. Trust me, money is so important. We came out to see where he also called and say, Lagos, we're going up on Sunday, limited tickets are still available, so get yours before they run out. I want to see you there. Let's make it timeless. We saw where Davido unavailable Busaki surpassing 5 million views on YouTube in 5 days, and the video came out 5 days ago. And as of today, it has made about 5 million views on YouTube. So if you do the math, that's about a million per day. Big win to Davido. We saw Davido joining the gang, talking about the Golden Club with about 300 million total streams on Boomplay. Amazing one, big win for Davido on this one. We saw Davido coming out to have a press conference addressing the crowd on the forthcoming Timeless conference, Timeless show. Whatever you want to call it, Timeless is the deal. And then we saw where he came out, introduced himself, and then did a special shout out to say that day is going to be an all security day, security at tight. He said he woke up early as 9 a.m. And the question is, when is 9 a.m. being early? But then he said he woke up early as 9 a.m. and then went to the commissioner of police desk, and then they spoke at length. And then the commissioner assured him that there are going to be more men on standby that day. So be sure that if you're going to be going for that show, it's going to be a it's going to be free from chaos because we have security men, personnel on that day to make sure we have peace on the set date. I also saw where he came out to say for the timeless show, there are going to be a lot of surprises because it's you're going to be surprised with some persons at the show. And then because we are seeing a God scene with him during the press conference, so people actually linking 2 plus 2. Maybe we might have a Wizkid on the show. We can imagine. But then he's saying all artists on the album we're going to be flying them to the country. So talk about Skepta, talk about Angelique Kidjo. If you're on that project, he's saying he's going to be flying to the country to make sure you perform on that day. And then we saw an interview, we saw where he confirmed that there's going to be a deluxe for the project. So he's saying Timeless is going to have a deluxe, and you saw some hilarious questions where somebody came out to say a lot. It was like, I like this guy, I like this guy. Like it was so hilarious, but the fact that Davido is all love, and then he said for that one there will be a Timeless deluxe for that one. Though he spoke about how he is not sure about how he's going to go about that because he has to actually promote all of these projects individually. But then he's still saying there will be a deluxe at the end of the day. He's talked about why they are not sad songs. Though the person who asked this question was where the person was kicked out because obviously it's a whole conference thing. They're trying to get himself back, and then you are taking him back to where it's coming from. And then we saw Asasika trying to say, you know what, don't ask that kind of question here. But they just went ahead to answer the question, saying he's an happy person. So if you know him before now, whether he's going through a bad time or good time, he is always an happy person. The person also asked what's up with him and Thames. Yeah, and that he has not answered that yet. We saw where Davido came out to speak about his mind, say whenever he's going for a show, whether it's a 200 capacity show or a 2 million capacity show, a 10,000 capacity show, he said it gives the same energy, the same 100% energy, and that's how it should be for all artists. Moving on, we have one they call as the next guy on the news. The Pay Paso Krona, Yada Salamide, and that song is doing amazing bunkers at the moment. We saw where he came out to announce that he will release his album on the 30th day of March, Legend or No Legend. And then he went further saying, Olamide inspires me so much, we might have an EP for next year. I haven't even told him yet. Olamide actually replied saying, likewise, King. And so Olamide is that guy that a lot of persons know him to be the person who wants to be in the conversation and then he loves to make people up. And to be nice to see him and Wadeko come through on the project. But then you saw Wadeko coming out to say, yes, he's going to extend that one. He said Wadeko extend the release date for his album from 30th of March to 7th day of April. And for some reasons, best to some persons, we know that Davido released on 31st of March, his album rather, and that might not be a good time for Wadeko. Or maybe because of respect for Davido, he postponed that one to the 7th day of April. Still, while I was talking about that, we came out to also discover that he has moved it from April to the 19th day of May. So the Waniko is saying, you know what, March and April is I'm not dropping the project, but then the 19th day of May I'm dropping the project, Legend or No Legend. In the meantime, a new single is coming out on Thursday called Let Them Know. Waniko is dropping out on Thursday. So more like a build up for the album, and he's saying this one is dropping on Thursday and it's called Let Them Know. We have Wizkid as the last guy on the news. We saw where um, Billie Eilish actually have like a conversation, and then someone asked her saying, "Which song are you obsessed with these days?" And then she said, "Frames." Who's gonna know by Wizkid? And then she's saying that is that song that she has been obsessed with, and we saw Wizkid actually coming out to tweet that saying "Frames," and then he has his eye emoji, and this brought people asking questions saying, "Are we expecting a remix for it? Is she going to be on the video? Are you doing something? Is there a deluxe that you're having on it? What exactly are you trying to do with this one?" Because she tweeted that and then you're posting this. So is it like is it a follow up to be a build up where you guys have a song together, you've done it together already, or are you guys having an entire different song entirely? Which kids, what is happening within you guys? At the moment, nothing concrete about that, but when it does, when it drops, trust us, we'll be the first to let you know. So Wizkid, Essence, they're making it to the iTunes top 100 song in Israel, and a lot of us are surprised that Israel have all of this because we used to believe Israel is like the only city, only nation where they don't do hip hop or Afrobeat or all of that. But then good to know that Israel have like all of these, and Wizkid especially made it to their top 100 and number 15, which is a very good one for Wizkid on that one. We saw funny how Alicia Keys over the weekend actually made like a whole bold statement where somebody said, Alicia Keys, are we okay? So Wizkid and Alicia Keys, when are we getting you? When are we getting you with Ayo Wizkid? I think she kind of spoke about a project. The person actually missed English, saying, "When are you guys coming together?" And Alicia Keys is saying, That's for a fact, obviously. Maybe they have one together, maybe they've done projects together, but she said that's a fact and they're really working about it. For the fact that it's a fact and she confirmed it, it shows that obviously they've worked on something, maybe looking for the perfect time to release it. And when they do, trust us, we're going to be the first to let you know. I'm sure you trust us for that, that whenever a new project drop, we give it all reviews that it needs to get done at the moment. Moving on, we saw for Kel, what's on Twitter that Kelpie and Wizkid have one together, and then for Wizkid, yeah, we've seen him having like different ones. At the point we saw at the Ghana beach house, there was a new song from Wizkid and piano sound. Well, a lot of Wizkid's news where they've been speculating about new songs, new song, new song. But then Wizkid is one person that till he drops the project, you can't be sure if he's going to drop it. So let's wait to see if he finally dropped this one. We saw Wizkid made in Lagos peak at number 3 on the Apple Music Nigeria top album chart, making it Davido stand top with Timeless and Wizkid number 2, More Love Less to Go, and at the same time number 3 with Made in Lagos Deluxe and all obviously funny how elevated EP with Mr. Chiwo make it number 4. But then on 1 to 3, Wizkid occupies 2 slots and there's a very big one. It's funny how the FC guys managed to always push this project. Like it will go down, and then funny enough, you sit back in number 3. Regardless, that's a big win for Wizkid on that one. Anyways, guys, we've come to the end of this one. We come to catch you guys on the very next one. As we go home, make sure you're careful. Look at the bus you enter for your body sweets. Just be careful. I love you guys.